And I'd like to thank Luke for getting us back together. What do you say we take him out to the fanciest joint in town?
When, tonight?
Yeah, the Versailles room. Come on, let's see if we can get a hold of him.
Now, come on, if you would sit still for 1 second, I could go over all of this.
I trust you.
Well, that's great, but I need your approval.
Yeah, well, I need your approval, too. How does this vintage meet with your expectations?
1983. I'm sure it'll be a very good year.
Yeah, well, it has been so far. Some of it.
Look, could we skip the wine for a minute and just get on with this?
Well, if it's really that important to you, I guess we could.
It is. Now, I want you to sit down so we can go over this. Oh.
Well, all right, but I really want to drink this while it's fresh. Okay. Hit it.
Cheaters.
What?
It's going to be your biggest concern.
My biggest concern is protecting the money.
Okay, I already told you about the safe.
And the 4 security cameras, the security room, the monitors. It's all very impressive. You may begin installation anytime you like.
Oh, come on, don't you have any suggestions?
Yeah, one.
Okay, what is it?
A two-way mirror.
Where?
Oh, wow. Right here in my office, overlooking the casino floor. It's a small room, it shouldn't be a problem.
You don't think with all those cameras that's going to be enough?
No, I'd like to have the mirror.
Okay. Why?
You want the truth?
Yeah.
I saw it in a George Raft movie once.
Oh, God.
No, it's truly true. He could see out, nobody could see in. I love George Raft. I've always wanted to be George Raft when I grow up. So, at any rate, that's why I want the mirror.
Okay, you're the boss.
Listen, where is the security room located?
Okay, that goes right up here.
Where?
There.
Oh, what? No, I thought that was an employee restroom.
No, that's over here.
Oh, okay.
We can put the two-way mirror right there in your office. Seems to fit perfectly.
But, yeah, oh, I see.
No, that would be better. Then the 4 cameras, we'll put one there, one over there, one here, and that one. Got it?
It's getting clearer.
Natalie, nothing can go wrong. I've seen to every detail. Nothing and no one can stop us now.
What about your dinner guests?
Everyone's accepted the invitation. They'll all be there.
Scorpion.
It wasn't by accident that he was invited. He'll be completely out of the way, as will Gerald and the others. It's going to be a simple in-and-out operation. I'm not even concerned.
When will you leave?
Right now. I told Celia and the others I'd meet them at the Versailles room at 6.
Well, that still gives us time to go over the plan one more time.
Natalie, there's no reason to. You do your part, I do mine, and by 10 o'clock tonight, the disc will be ours.
Grant. Good luck.
Is this going to be business or pleasure?
How about a little bit of each?
I think business would get the short end.
Of what?
The stick.
Oh. I see.
Shall we?
Yeah, okay, if we have to.
We have to. Now, I've been doing some research, checking on how the security works in all the Atlantic City and the Las Vegas hotel. Now, what they do is they work the security right into the decor of the place. That way what happens is the security seems rather inobtrusive and invisible, and it doesn't interfere with any of the gaming going on.
No, that's good. Only the thing you have to remember is this is not Vegas or Atlantic City. There's no neon signs, no flashing lights, no ringing bells. It's not a domestic joint. It's like a European spot, small, classy clientele, you know?
Okay, well, that'd be absolutely perfect. Then definitely the security should be part of the decor.
Good. That's true. The only thing you have to consider, though, is that we're renovating the way it was for the Historical Society's benefit. So whatever you do, you're free to do as long as it fits in with what they had in mind, because we got them breathing down our necks, and without their support, we get closed immediately. Okay, well, do you want me to check my ideas out with that? No. Oh, no. Just me. Just check it with me. It's top secret, the security. Just you, me, DL, and Jim Holt. That's all. Got it. Now, personnel. Okay. How many guards do you think we need? Well, I count 8. That is if you want to cover all the entrances and exits. And that's uniform guards. Plainclothesmen, that's a different story. You think we need plainclothesmen? At least 5. Okay, well, then I got a lot of hiring to do. I'll talk to my pit boss, see if he has any suggestions. People. Let me get that.
We hope you don't have plans because... Oh, hi. Hi. Guess you do have plans.
Oh, my sister, Bobbie Spencer. Oh. D.L. Brock, Connie Townley. I put her in charge of security at the casino. It's nice to meet you both.
Well, security, all right. That's going to be really important once we get rolling.
Well, as a matter of fact, Luke and I were just going over some of the plans.
Well, that's too bad, because we were just going to invite Luke to come to dinner to repay a debt.
Since when do you owe me a debt?
Since you said the magic words and got us back together again.
Oh, well, that's nice. Normally I would accept that in a flash, but as you can see, we're up to our blueprints and work here.
Well, why don't you forget about that? Business hours are over, and whatever you're thinking about, you can take to dinner. Besides, I have a few questions about the security that I'd like to talk about.
Oh. You want to?
Sure, I think it's great. Where are we going?
Oh, wait a minute. I know where. The Versailles room, right?
That's a very smart man we have there.
It don't take brains to figure that out. A couple of classy folks are going to take you to a classy joint, right? Let's go.
All right.
Ah, there they are. Well, let's go.
Hope this doesn't turn out to be an adventure in boredom.
Oh, here you
Hello.
are, Edward, Monica.
Hi, good to
Hi,
see you.
glad you could come. I don't have to introduce you, darling.
No, of course not.
Commissioner, how are you?
Fine, thank you. You, of course, know Professor Gerald.
Yes. How are you?
Yes.
Good to see you.
Please, let's all sit down.
Well, I assume Grant is going to be here later.
Oh, here he is now. Hello, everyone. I'm sorry if I kept you waiting. Hello, darling.
Anybody notice the traffic on the way over? It's the worst I've ever seen it.
Yeah, it's pretty busy outside the hospital, too. Has anyone ordered a drink yet?
I know I haven't.
Oh, we're waiting for you, darling.
Oh, that was very sweet of you. Waiter, anywhere around? How about my bride here? Isn't she glowing?
He's right. You look wonderful.
You both do. If I didn't know better, I'd say that you are already on that honeymoon.
Well, Robert, we have been. Every night.
Waiter.
Well, at least everyone's recovered from the wedding.
Yes, and even Quentin seemed to be sort of back to normal when he left.
Yes, poor Daddy. I think it was quite a day for him.
I believe it was quite a day for all of us.
The end result is all that matters.
We're married.
And obviously very happy. An ingredient in marriage I found most important.
Well, I'd propose a toast to the bride and groom. We seem to be having trouble getting a waiter over here.
Waiter. Good evening, Commissioner. Mrs. Scorpio. Can we order a drink? Of course. Madam? Chablis, I think, here. And Scotch rocks for myself.
Monica?
Ah, Chablis.
Some club soda. Scotch rocks?
And you, sir?
A dry, very dry gin martini with 2 olives. And as fast as you can, please.
Yes, sir, right away.
Well, I'm sure Edward's feeling a lot better right now.
Must have been the traffic.
Where are Alan and Lila?
Oh, well, Alan had to go to a seminar at Johns Hopkins, and Lila had an emergency meeting with the Historical Society.
Was that the same medical seminar you were invited to, Grant?
Yes. Don't anyone ask me how I got out of it. My nose might start to grow. I have to admit, though, I really had hoped to attend.
Well, we've all made sacrifices for this wedding.
Yes, I know, Doctor. And we're so sorry about you having to take time off from your work.
Surprised myself, come to think of it. I've always been called a workaholic, you know. But Grant here is a real friend. And friends are who we make sacrifices for. So my work can wait while I enjoy this evening with my special friend.
Thank you, sir.
No thanks are necessary. Your friendship, and yours too, Celia, that's what I value most.
The bartender must have had to look up how to make a martini.
Edward, it will be coming very shortly. Will you please relax?
Here's the waiter now.
A call for Dr. Putnam. What about my martini?
I'll get your waiter for you right away.
Must have had to send out for the olives, huh?
Yes, this is Dr. Putnam. Oh? No, I see. No, don't be silly. I understand. Thank you for calling. No, I'm sorry, everyone. It looks like I'm going to have to leave.
Oh, can't someone else handle it?
It's Christopher, darling. Evidently, his hand is very sore. He's unable to move it, and he's in a great deal of pain. I better take a look.
Well, we'll hold down the fort for you.
Yeah, you'll probably be back before my martini arrives.
I'll come with you.
No, you stay here and attend to our guest. I'll take care of Christopher. I doubt if it's anything very serious.
We won't order it until you get back.
I insist that you don't do so. You go ahead and order, and I'll get back as soon as I can. Now, please. I'm very sorry, darling. Everyone, I'll see you shortly.
Hope so. Well, I'm looking at the face of a doctor's wife. Frustration, forlorn, and hopefully forgiving.
Well, I can't say I wasn't warned. Somehow I didn't expect it to come crashing down so quickly, though.
I never expected it to take so long for my martini to get here.
Oh, boy, that was close. Guy ran a stoplight and missed broadsiding me by about 2 inches. If I'd left a second earlier, I never would have gotten here.
Well, you're here now.
Yes.
Any other problems?
No. They bought the Chris story right away. Your end.
I put out the story that when I went into Chris's room to talk about future therapy with him, I found him complaining of pain, and so I thought we should call you immediately.
Okay. Now, what about Chris himself?
Well, I also spent time in the room just to be covered.
Good. That jibes perfectly with my story.
Now, how... Yes?
Hello, Jessie.
Oh, excuse me. Dr. Putnam, I have Chris Jennings' chart here.
Oh, good. Let me see now.
I made a notation about additional pain.
Uh-huh. Terrific. Okay, there's no real need to alter the medication. Just be sure he gets it on time, please.
All right. I'll advise the nurse on duty.
Good.
Thank you, Jessie.
Thanks again, Jess.
How will you get out of the hospital without Anderson?
The basement exit. Outside of X-ray, there's nothing else down there and very little, if any, traffic. I'll be careful. You will be sure to check me out when you leave.
I won't forget. Now, Grant, be quick. Control is very anxious for this report.
Nothing to worry about. The wait will be short for you, Control, and my dinner guests.
Well, are you happy now?
As soon as I have another. Waiter, may I have another martini, please?
Those hors d'oeuvres will be coming any minute.
I hate to start without Grant being here.
Well, then there's a good possibility we'll all starve to death. No, really, trust me, Professor. I happen to know that if you're called to the hospital for one emergency, you end up getting stuck with at least 7.
Yeah, well, it's the same with me at headquarters. If I get a chance to work at home, I'll do it.
Not that I enjoy having him underfoot.
I was just going to ask you about that.
Well, I know how Lila hates it when I stay at home. You know, I think that's how country clubs got started. A
Yeah.
place to send husbands on their day off.
Absolutely. Sort of a adult daycare center.
Oh, come on, I want that on there, Lana.
The exact opposite. Oh, no, I don't believe that.
No, it's true. He includes me in everything. His exercise workouts, his morning jogs.
Huh.
Well, I really prefer swimming to jogging. There's less chance of injury.
Yeah, well, the trouble is it's all that water, you know. I mean, it makes you wrinkle and you come out looking like a prune.
Now, there's a question for you, Professor. You fellows are doing all these beautiful things, but what are you doing about wrinkles? Is it about time you started thinking about reversing the aging process?
Oh, we're all working on it. But I'd say we were about 1,000 years from any significant developments.
Oh, well, that's a bit longer than I have to wait. Now, here is a discovery that I have always enjoyed. The perfect dry martini. You fellows can do all the studies that you want, but until you come up with a secret like this, a work of art, to the simple pleasures.
And to our bride and absent groom, 2 of the luckiest people that I know. Not because they're successful and moving up in the wealth, or even because they're starting a new life, but because they found each other. And they're...
And they're 2 of the happiest couple that we've seen in a long, long time. To the bride and groom, a long life and a happy one.
Here, here. Thank you. Don, it's kind of crowded here tonight. Why don't we go somewhere else?
Oh, what are you kidding? This is perfect, this place. Especially when you pull some weight with the maitre d'. It's like a home away from home for me.
I know, I just think it might be more comfortable. if we
Barbara,
were to find another
Barbara, this
place.
is fine.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah, I love this place, don't you?
Yeah, but it would be just as easy to go.
No, I don't think there's any reason at all why we shouldn't stay here. No reason in the world.
Okay, you think so?
I know so, baby. I know so.
Right this way, Mr. Brock. We have your usual table list.
Swell. Ladies and gents.
Well, I must say, this is delicious. Well, this was your suggestion, Monica. Well, actually, it's one of the few things on the menu I haven't tried yet.
Personally, I've always found zucchini to be quite a common vegetable. You know, like the pea and corn. Bland and quite common.
Try it, Edward. No, really, try it. The stuffing is absolutely marvelous. Professor. All right?
Must be something in the... I'm so
Are
sorry.
you all right?
I must know, what about the stuffing?
Waiter, could you tell me what's in the stuffing in this, please?
Yes, a marvelous combination of herbs, vegetables, and spices. all
Wait, look,
topped-
hold it. I don't want a chemical analysis. I want to know what specifically is in it.
Well, let's see. Onions, bell peppers, and mushrooms.
That's it, mushrooms. I'm allergic to them.
What can we do, Professor?
I must take my pills.
Where are they? We'll go. Look, maybe you should just go right to the hospital.
No, I have some back at my lab. It's not far. I'll just drive over, take one, I'll be fine.
should go with you.
Yes.
No, Robert, I'll be fine. Please, continue with your dinner. I'll come back in just a few minutes. Excuse me. Awfully sorry.
Well, maybe I should have them move us to a smaller table.
Yeah, it's a good idea. We're beginning to drop like flies around here.
No, I think we should just get on with our dinner. They'll both be back before we know it.
Well, I'll just set my zucchini aside for Grant.
I'm so sorry it's all turned out this way. Oh, don't be silly. It's not your fault.
Personally, I'm having a wonderful time.
There, you see, the party's a success.
So much for timing.
Hi.
You okay?
Yes, fine. I told him there's no way I'm going to take summer school.
someone who didn't like the zucchini, you've certainly done a good job.
Well, hunger does odd things to a man, like making him eat food he otherwise would scoff at.
Let's just hope the main course is just as good.
You're having the duck, aren't you?
Yeah.
Ah, the orange sauce is out of this world.
Oh, good.
Oh, order it often, do you?
No, I do, and he spends the evening stealing bites.
I generally order the scampi.
Sounds like you eat here quite often.
About twice a week.
Grant and I should eat here more often. I just wish he was here now. Ah, remember what I told you? He's probably bumped into 7 more cases.
He'll be back as soon as he can, I'm sure.
Well, meanwhile, if you're not going to eat that zucchini...
Edward!
Well, it's a shame for it to go to waste.
It'd be more of a shame if you just lost all your manners altogether.
Well, they don't mind, do you? There, you see? I'm not the only one who worries about the poor starving children in China.
Have another martini, Edward.
I think I will. Waiter!
Oh, I'm going to the ladies' room.
Well, if you run into a waiter on the way, would you please send him over here?
The guy's walking his dog, and as he's walking the dog down the street,
Excuse me, I'll be right back.
you're going to miss the punchline.
I've heard it 4 times. One for every time I've heard the joke.
But you haven't heard me tell it.
Holly, hi. Look, I have to warn you.
Oh, I know. Mushrooms in the zucchini, right?
I'm sorry?
Oh, it doesn't matter. You said you had to warn me about something.
Yeah, it's essential that we don't know each other.
Essential to what?
To Dr. Gerald's protection. We've got to always act like strangers in front of everybody.
No, I already know that. Robert told me.
You did?
Yes, and I promised not to tell anyone.
It really is important. Look, no matter how close you are to someone, you can't tell them. Now, as for Luke, I don't know how you feel about it.
Luke's business is his, and yours is yours, and it's all relevant to me. So, excuse me, I'm going to the ladies' room.
Excuse me, love. You wouldn't have a dime on you, would you?
That's all right?
Yeah, I guess so. I want to call Gerald. I want to do it from the table, just in case there's a spot of trouble.
Hello. Why didn't I think of that? Hello? Oh, yes, Robert. Everything is fine. Yes, I'm just waiting until the pill is full effect, and I'll be on my way. Oh, yes, much better, thank you. I'll be there shortly. Bye.
General Hospital will continue in a moment.